everyone to another video. It's been a minute. So if this is your first time tuning into one of my videos, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Stef. I'm the Psychic Soul Empowerment Coach. And what I do is I work with spiritual people and spiritual entrepreneurs to help them to do very deep levels of healing known as inner work, shadow work, inner child healing, so that as I support my clients with peeling back these layers of traumas, limiting beliefs, fears, insecurities, identities of who they thought they were or needed to be, their true self is able to be revealed. So as they reveal more of who they are on this deeper soul level, higher self level, I then empower my clients to really embody who they really are. And as a result of achieving this greater soul alignment or higher self embodiment, they're then able to much more easily and gracefully navigate life and deliberately and intentionally create the lives that they desire and that they're destined to. So that's how I help people. Here on my YouTube channel, I do videos on the topics of mindset, manifestation, healing work, spiritual entrepreneurship, spiritual activism, and whatever else I feel called to speak on. So if these are topics that interest you, please hit that subscribe button below and hit the little bell button as well and change your settings to all so that you get notified of when I do a video, because I don't have a consistent upload schedule. I just show up whenever I am meant to or I feel like it. So definitely be sure to hit the bell button and change your settings so that you never miss out on a video from me. And if you want to stay in touch with me actively, I really recommend that you follow me on my social media accounts like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, because that's where I'm usually more active when I'm not showing up on YouTube. So the links to my social media will be in the comments section of this video, pinned to the top. So go and check that out and follow me where you feel called to follow me. I really recommend that you come and follow me on Instagram and TikTok, because I am doing some really funny things there lately. I've been really enjoying myself making funny videos to just brighten people's days. So if you want to laugh, if you want some positivity, if you want dose of, I don't know, spiritual comedy, then come and follow me there. I would really love to have you there and to, make your life better. So that's basically that for my little intro. Now, the reason that I'm on here to do this video today is because I have a really exciting and important announcement to share with you. And that is the announcement of my new program, and it's called Bulletproof Empath. And I'm really excited about this program because it is going to be absolutely life-changing for the people who take it and the people who are ready to be empowered as empaths or highly sensitive people, right? And so if you don't exactly know the term empath or you're not super familiar with it, basically you're just, this isn't the official definition. I actually wrote down an official definition from my guides for the program. But it's basically a person who's very sensitive to energies and emotions and that kind of thing. And so if you feel like sometimes certain situations just really overwhelm you emotionally, or certain environments or certain people or things happening in the world, they just kind of like overwhelm you emotionally or even sometimes physically or mentally, it's just like a lot for you to take in. It's hard for you to separate yourself from that. It's hard for you to really be able to just protect yourself even from those kinds of energies or things happening. Then that's what this program is about. That's what it's there to help you with, is to really empower yourself as an empath, a very highly sensitive person. And so I'm really excited about this program because it's absolutely going to change people's lives. It is going to be lots of spiritual growth for sure, and healing work especially, in order to really empower yourself as an empath. And so that's what I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about today. And I'm really super excited about it as well because it's going to be a very affordable course for people who are interested in it at this time. And basically the whole point of Bulletproof Empath is really to just help light workers out there, starseeds, to really be able to powerfully hold their light and hold space for themselves and others as we go through this amazing, incredible period right now that is known as the Age of Aquarius, where there's so many changes and things happening that are impacting us in so many different ways. And so this program is designed to really support people in having an easier time with this transition period that we're all going through, with the spiritual awakenings that we're all going through on many different levels. Like this year, I don't know how many awakenings I've had, because it just feels like I've gone through, certain realizations again and again, like dark nights of the soul, and come out of it, and come out of it again, and I don't know, it's just been crazy. And I know for a fact, and look, there are sirens going off right now. So I know for a fact that I wouldn't have navigated 2021 and 2020 with as much ease and grace as I would have, if it hadn't been for the fact that I am empowered in certain ways as a highly sensitive person, an empath, as a spiritual being. Like, I had to put into practice certain things years prior to that to consistently and continuously empower myself again and again, so that when 2020 happened and 2021 came around, like, it didn't completely, knock me on my butt like other people. It really did significantly impact them. And, it's part of their journey, it's their process, that's what they needed. But I know, like, knowing myself and who I used to be, and, who I was, like, last year and this year, like, I've navigated the things that have shown up in my life with so much more ease and grace because of these teachings and these understandings that I'm going to be sharing in Bulletproof Empath. And that's the whole point of this program, is to really support light workers and starseeds to really be able to go through their ascension process with so much more ease and grace, and to do their light work so much more powerfully by really empowering them with this spiritual knowledge, wisdom, understandings, experiences that I have to share, and healings in order for them to really be able to no longer be phased or impacted or like bulldozed by whatever's happening around them, So that's what we're going to be doing, and I'm really excited because literally, like, I look back on my life and I look back on who I used to be and how certain things impacted me, and like how much stronger I am today and empowered I am today and confident I am today to handle certain situations or people or environments or whatever like a boss, and just hold it together and not let these things get the best of me like they used to, or at all, and even if they do, I'm in my power enough now to handle those things, and move myself through them. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing in Bulletproof Empath, and why I'm really excited, because it's really important that we really are empowered enough within ourselves to be able to handle what may come our way moving forward as we continue to step into greater levels of our own personal spiritual awakenings, as the world goes through certain awakenings and purging, and as we live our lives and have to deal with certain circumstances. Like, it's really important for us to be empowered within ourselves to handle those things, because if not, then when those things, they show up for us, they can really, send us in this very dark night of the soul. And dark nights of the soul, they serve a purpose. They're probably necessary sometimes to certain extents, but sometimes I think that when we're disempowered, we struggle so much more with those periods and have a harder time getting out of them because we're not empowered. So that's what Bulletproof Empath is intended to do, is to help you to empower yourself enough to navigate those things. And if you should potentially go through challenges, difficulties, and stuff that might normally overwhelm you, to not be so impacted by them, and even if you are, like, to just get yourself out of that, and get back into your power. So that is what we're going to be doing in Bulletproof Empath. I'm really, really excited. As I said, this is a very affordable course or program at this time, and the reason for that is just that we light workers, starseeds, beings that are here to do good for the world and for others and make a difference on this planet and usher in the new earth. We need to really be empowered to really do our part to support this whole transition that we're all going through collectively and individually. And so this knowledge, this information really needs to reach people, and to be there for them, so that the more people that are able to achieve this greater level of self-empowerment and to be bulletproof empaths, you know, the better the world becomes much more quickly, and it's just going to have a powerful ripple effect. And the image that I got in my mind when I was saying this was, I don't know if you've ever seen this like meme or something, but it's a beautiful meme where it's like, you know, there's a bunch of people and they have like their candles turned off, but there's one person with the candle turned on, right? And that person is like the empowered empath. Like they're truly deeply connected to their light, to their truth, to who they really are. And, you know, they're you know, in the light, they're being that. And when you're an empowered empath and, you know, more and more people become empowered empaths, it's like the equivalent to like sharing that flame with other people and lighting up their candles, and then all of a sudden all of us have our candles lit, you know, we're shining brightly, we're bringing more goodness to the world and supporting, you know, others and ourselves, and it's just a beautiful thing. And so that's the purpose of this program, is to really help many light workers and starseeds and just people on the spiritual journey to really become empowered in themselves. And I'm really excited because I have so much to share. I haven't completely channeled the program. I was starting to, and I did a few modules, but I don't know, I just felt like, you know what, it just feels like I need to really channel this live week by week as I deal with whatever is coming into the group, because that's normally, you know, sometimes how I channel is sometimes I'll have module titles written down, and then the week of I'll just channel like, okay, in reference to this title, like what exactly do I need to say to this group based on their energy and what they need to hear, what they need support with. And that's how I work for all my programs. And so I'm going to be channeling the module lessons week by week. For the group, it's going to be about 3 months long. I got like 10 to 12 weeks long is the duration of this program. So we'll just see like how this unfolds. And, you know, it's basically to radically empower yourselves, and I'm really excited about sharing this information as well, because part of what we're going to be touching on is helping empaths have really strong boundaries in so many different ways, and helping them understand like what it takes to really rid themselves a great deal, if not like significantly, like permanently, of toxic people, toxic situations, toxic relationships. And I have a lot to say about that, because if you've been watching my videos, you know I had a toxic relationship a couple years ago. And that taught me a lot, and that is one of the inspirations behind Bulletproof Empath, because let me tell you, since that breakup, I've had to deal with certain things, and like I said, you know, if I hadn't become empowered inside of myself when I was dealing with those things again, I would have handled them in a way that would have continued to disempower me and put me into this darkness and, you know, disconnect me from truth and so many different things. But because I learned and I empowered myself and I grew and I just like connected to who I truly was, etc., like once those things rolled around, like I wasn't taken advantage of like I was before, deceived or fooled like I was before. None of these things, like these things didn't impact me like they used to, because I became empowered inside myself. And when I realized that, like I was just like so grateful and so proud of myself, because I know like what it was like to experience, I'm getting emotional, but I know what it was like to experience that disempowerment and those difficulties with people taking advantage of me, because I'm, you know, very sensitive to people's needs, and I, you know, try to be a good person and all these different things. And I worked through my stuff though. I worked through the things so that when these wolves in sheep's clothing came around again, you know, those things didn't impact me. They didn't take a toll on me like they used to or whatever. I was able to see through it so much more easily, and just so many different things. And when I was able to like recognize my growth and how far I had come and all these different things, like I felt a tremendous amount of pride inside of myself, of gratitude, of appreciation, of confidence, of just goodness inside of myself, because I really could see like I became empowered, and this stuff is never going to happen again because I know better now and I got this. And that's part of the thing that I'm really excited to be sharing in Bulletproof Empath, is helping people in these dynamics where they're dealing with toxic people or relationships or boundaries being overstepped or whatever it may be. That's one of the things that we're going to cover. I mean, over the years of me doing this work, I've done a lot of healing work when it comes to relationships in general, because let me tell you, your girl Stef here, incarnated with some serious karma around relationships. Y'all don't even know. It's like certain areas of my life that I have really had to work through some ish through in order to realize myself. And I am a master when it comes to, a master when it comes to dealing with relationships, whether that's familial, friendships, work relationships, romantic relationships. Like, I know how to turn these toxic situations around if you're dealing with them, and how to start empowering yourself around certain things and creating better boundaries, etc. And that's what I'm going to be teaching in Bulletproof Empath, in the ways in which I'm intended to teach there. And so I'm really excited about that, because it just makes the world of a difference, like a world of a difference, when you set boundaries with people who used to trigger the crap out of you, used to just take an emotional toll on you, or just all these things. It's just amazing how different your life experience is when you no longer allow these kinds of things to happen with these people, because you stepped into your power and you became a bulletproof empath. So that's what, part of what we're going to be doing in Bulletproof Empath. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be channeling this week by week, as we are guided to by spirit, my guides, source energy. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a very highly transformational process that is going to be absolutely life-changing and liberating and so deeply empowering. And I'm really excited to be sharing it with those of you who are interested in this. And, especially if you haven't been able to work with me in the past, because the majority of my other programs are high-end programs, and they're valued at multiple four figures, because I do hold a lot of space, and I do, provide a tremendous amount of transformation and healing for people. And so that's why they're valued at those levels. But this is a way for you to work with me and to see what it's like to receive my guidance, receive my support, to see, what it's like to be in a container with me. And it's super affordable for you at this time to participate. So yeah, I'm really excited about this, and to be holding this program, again and again moving forward, because like I said, it's really important for empaths, for highly sensitive people, to really receive this information so that they're able to navigate the future with so much more ease and grace, the present and the future with so much more ease and grace, and move forward and just be the highest, most empowered versions of themselves that they can be. So yeah, if this is something that speaks to you, definitely go check out the link in the comment section of this video, where my social media links are at as well. There you will be taken to a sign up page, and that sign up page is basically going to have this YouTube video, because I don't think I'm going to write much of anything. Like, this is either for you or it isn't. You feel called to it or you don't, and it's okay, I don't really feel like doing much. I'm just going to put the payment button there, and you want in, you want in, and it's going to be awesome. And that's basically it. So if you have any trouble signing up, if you have any additional questions, reach out to me via the social media, ask me your questions. But basically, this program is going to be about 10 to 12 weeks long, and I'm going to be channeling it live, module by module. We're going to meet once a week for the teachings, because this is a low-end commitment. And so I'm just going to be showing up once a week to teach. And when I teach, I'm going to do questions as well that come up for people by that end of the module and answer them. And we will have a private Facebook group for you to come in and share things, ask about things. I will support you Monday through Friday in the Facebook group. And so yeah, we'll probably do the teachings on Tuesdays, probably, because Mondays are difficult for me to do anything. So Tuesdays we'll probably do the calls, well, yeah, and I had the date and I forgot. We kick off next Friday, October 15th. Okay? So this is when we're going to kick off. I'm going to promote this for about a week. October 15th is when we're going to kick off. That's where I'm going to show up in the group and do the welcome, establish the group guidelines and rules, and just kind of explain to you like how to navigate the course material as I do it and upload it here in the Facebook group. And then we're gonna, I'll probably have to give you some kind of like intentions thing or something to set over the weekend just to get your energy prepared for like what you want to achieve in the program. And then we'll do the first lesson on Tuesday, October 19th. Okay? And that's when we're going to meet. We're going to do the lesson. The lesson might be anywhere from an hour to 2 hours long, depending on, how long it takes for me to share what I'm asked to share that week by Spirit and any questions that you may have. So it's, about an hour to 2 hours every week that you have to commit to watching the module content or the program content. And then you will be given a PDF, more than likely, to apply. That's where the PDF just is like journaling prompts or things that you have to like write out and work through and things like that. And then you can write whatever comes up for you in the Facebook group, and I will support you or respond to you Monday through Friday. And then, every week on Tuesdays we meet and I will do the teaching, answer the questions, and this is how we will repeat this week after week after week to support you through this whole process, right? So that's what we're going to do. The reason it is extended out, because I could totally shorten this and make it in half the time probably, but the reason it's extended or made longer is what I was told at this time, at least, is just that people sometimes need time to integrate these things or to implement the things that are being asked of them, because when you're taking back your power as an empath and you've spent most of your life being disempowered, sometimes it's a bit of a process stepping into your power and taking actions that are completely different from what you used to do, and sometimes it takes a bit of nerve or a process to warm up to those things. So that's what that's part of the reason why it's extended. Also, certain things maybe need extra time to play out, to come up for you, whatever may be. I don't know, Spirit knows what it's doing and why we need to meet once a week. So that is that. And then what else is that? That's basically it, I think. So again, if you've ever worked with me in the past, you know that if I ever feel called to show up because I feel like the group needs that from me, or they need a specific message from me, or I need to provide something extra, and that's what I feel called to, and especially if I'm being told by my spirit squad, like, do this, like, I'll definitely do it, but if I feel called to, I show up and do extra stuff anyway. So do not be surprised if I happen to like show up a few times here and there potentially with extra messages or whatever that I may feel called to bring forward to support people through the program and what they're experiencing at that time and stuff, to help them to get through that. So that's basically it for the program. I think that's all I want to say today. I'm sure there could be more things, but if this is something that interests you, if you feel pulled to do this, and you want to empower yourself so that you don't feel overwhelmed anymore by situations, people, circumstances, energy, or you don't want to continue to deal with toxic people or be taken advantage of or be deceived or lied to or feel emotionally overwhelmed by other people's emotions or energy, or feel overwhelmed by environments, or feel like you have less energy now, more fatigue, or less mental clarity because the stuff around you is like impacting you, etc., then definitely sign up for Bulletproof Empath. It will change your life and empower you significantly. And also, like, if you don't want to feel disempowered anymore when change happens in your life, potentially, things completely are just different, and you don't want to feel like overwhelmed with fear, consumed with fear, with worry, with anxiety, like, that's part of also what Bulletproof Empath is there to help you with, is to empower you so that these emotional states don't get the best of you anymore, and to really take back your power. And so, yeah, you know, that's what it's about. I'm really excited. Now, if you feel called to do this, come and do it, because this is going to be absolutely powerful, and this is for you if you are ready to do the inner work. So you have to be ready to do the inner work. That's how you're going to get the best results, and that's how you're going to see significant changes in your level of consciousness, in your mindset, in how you carry yourself, in your external reality, is you being willing to do the inner work and being willing to work through your stuff so that you can face your fears and step into your power and become a bulletproof empath. So that's that for today. And if you have further questions, reach out to me on social media. I will be promoting this further on social media. I have some really funny things that I'm coming up with that I'm excited to share on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for your time. If you enjoyed this video today, this message, if you're interested in this program, definitely give this video a thumbs up, a like wherever you're watching from. Drop me a comment below letting me know any questions you may have, thoughts, experiences you want to share with me, anything you want to just say about what I had to say today. Let me know in the comments below wherever you're watching from. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to serving those of you who feel called to be part of Bulletproof Empath at this time. All right, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.